Good night, good evening, lovely peaches. I hope you're living peach. This is me, love, living peach, peachy. So I am winding down and watching a free online, free 3-part live video series with Mike Dooley, Thoughts Become Things. Your wish is the universe's command. I'm watching lesson 2, how to discover what you really want. So it is the super snow full moon February.
If you're overseas right now, outside of the U.S., chartered.
February 19th, 2019. It's 11:05 p.m. It's completely overcast. You can't see anything as far as the moon goes. But I am watching this Mike Dooley.
Accountant. Passed the test, did all the stuff, worked for Price Waterhouse. Not what I had in mind when I was 9 years old, but admittedly, it was my dream job. I got what I wanted. It suited me to a T for 6 years. Got promoted to manager, wanted more. Decided to quit cold turkey, move to Orlando, Florida, where somebody would see how awesome I am and make me the CEO or president of their company. And
I'm trying to pause this. Okay, so the reason I'm making this video is because I just wanted to share, because I love these super cool astrological events like the super snow moon, full moon. It's the biggest full moon of the year, and my kids are already getting an early closing tomorrow because it's gonna snow tomorrow. So there was this card I pulled from this deck. Let's see if I can get it to show up. This is the deck. It's called Notes from the Universe on Abundance. It's a 60 card deck from Mike Dooley. Happy blue mooning. I'm drinking a blue moon mango wheat beer. So this was the card that I pulled from this deck, and it just resonates with me so much. I'm going to read it to you and you'll probably figure out why. Okay, you can hang out with me for a couple minutes if you want to, because I'm going to read this, not that card. I'm going to read this card, but I'm just going to light an incense to set the mood for myself. Here's my little fairy. And I'm going to try pressing play on this Mike Dooley talk while I light an incense.
About to turn 30. Today's dollars are making a 6-figure salary at age 29. Suddenly, I'm unemployed, wondering if I hadn't made the biggest mistake of my life, wondering if I should call and go back, wondering if I should join another accounting firm or start my own accounting firm, even though I didn't want to do accounting, not knowing what would come next. And I couldn't see it with these peepers. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do with my life? Why did I quit that perfectly good job? Why did I sell my condo in Boston? What's wrong with me? Am I Looney Tunes? Debilitation. Just like when I was 9 years old. Just like when I was 5 years old. 5 years old is what I meant. 9 years old, I was going to be an astronaut. Well, thanks to Mom's encouragement, we ended up selling T-shirts, Mom, Andy, and I, the beginning of .com in today's business. But this was like 35 years ago, 30 years ago, and it was miserably slow going. If it wasn't for Mom's faith, I would have backed out. I would have done anything but selling T-shirts from the sidewalk in Orlando to tourists. That's how we started. Within 2 years. 2 years felt like 2 lifetimes. I hated my mom for a little while. It blasted off. 3 of us, Mom, Andy, and I, in the first 10 years did over $10 million. 3 people sold 1 million t-shirts. And suddenly I'm like, yeah, I rock this. I rock it. I love my life. I love who I am. But by the 10-year anniversary, trends were declining. We had already bought mom out. My brother was being a jerk. No, I was probably the jerk, not him. He's too cool. But we weren't getting along. And so we decided to liquidate for pennies on the dollar our remaining inventory. Split the cash pie. We owed nobody anything. But we certainly didn't have enough money to coast for the rest of our lives. I got my accountant's visor on and I'm like, oh my God, how did this happen to me? How long can I go without a paycheck? 24 months. I had a little nest egg, a life savings at 39 years old, almost 40. I had a mortgage that was 2.5 times greater than my life savings, and I was freaked out. And this brings you to the part of the story I shared 2 nights ago when I was praying at the side of my bed to dear God Almighty to help me figure out this mess I was in. And on my knees, praying at the side of my bed for guidance, I remember being angry at the situation I was in, and I said to God, I don't know how I got here, but I know what I want. I want to have enough money I don't worry about losing my house. Let's call it wealth and abundance. I want wealth and abundance. I want creative, fulfilling work, but I have no idea what that could possibly be. I've already done corporate America. I've already done the entrepreneurial gig. Is there anything else? Creative, fulfilling work. I want to be surrounded by friends and laughter for the rest of my life.
I'm going to read the card.
Start traveling internationally again. Please, got absolutely indulgent request.
I should pause that, but I'm going to read this anyway.
That was the most I indulged. Wealth and abundance, creative,
you can dance.
Friends and laughter.
You can dance with the illusions of time and space, choosing your steps based upon things and events as they now are. Or you can dance with your dreams, choosing your steps based upon things and events as they will be. And I bet you can guess which steps will perpetuate today's illusions and which ones will change everything. Shall we? The universe.
I was at the end of my rope and I could no longer micromanage. I asked you at the end of the last class, are all end results the same? What if you want Rocky to fall in love with you? What if you want your employer to give you more money? What if you want so-and-so to do such and such? Are all end results the same? Your wish is the universe's command. Does that apply to all commands? Or might there be some that put you out of reach of life's magic? Much to the chagrin of divine intelligence who adores you, and much to your own chagrin when mountains refuse to move.
Are you listening?
This is what I stumbled upon. By being at the end of my rope, desperate for ideas, not knowing how to micromanage. Drum roll, please. Okay, you're doing this at home right now? This is going to change your life. You won't be convinced of it. You'll think, no way. But hear me out for this lesson, and it will change your life. Drum roll, please. What I learned is our most prized dreams, desires, and end results ought to be generally stated. Generally stated. Your big dreams should be general. They should be vague. Now that sounds like kooky tooks. I know. Hear me out. When your end results are big picture, like wealth and abundance, instead of $1 million by December 31, or love and joy, instead of Bruno falls in love with me and takes me to Rome, or living pain-free, fully recovered, recuperated, reconditioned, instead of get rid of that lousy pain in my back, let me walk up straight. When you have broad brush strokes, You give divine intelligence, which you cannot comprehend. It is so divine and so brilliant. You give that brilliance of the cosmos total free latitude to connect the dots and bring you into a life of financial abundance that blows your mind, that brings you into a life of health and recovery that you never thought was possible, that brings you to a person to love and enjoy with benefits that you didn't even know was alive when you wanted a travel partner. This is what we give divine intelligence when we keep it general and even vague. Now, there's a problem with vague. It doesn't stimulate your joy or kundalini or make you feel.
Okay, I'm going to stop it now so I can continue watching. And if you're interested in this free 3-day web series with Mike Dooley, go to Hay House, Hay House, HOUSE.com. Look up Mike Dooley and look up the free 3-part live video series, Our Wish, Your Wish is the Universe's Command. It's only going to be available for about 3 weeks. It's already, the first and second one were done, and actually, I think the third one was just done today. I didn't watch it. I'm watching the second one. So I'm going to read this card one more time without that background noise. Let's see. It's super late and bad lighting. You can dance with the illusions of time and space, choosing your steps based upon things and events as they now are, as you think they are, as they seem. Or you can dance with your dreams, choosing your steps based upon things and events as they will be, as you can dream them to be, as you can envision, and I bet you can guess which steps will perpetuate today's illusions and which ones will change everything. Shall we? The universe. So thank you, Mike Dooley. I love you. I also love David Friedman from Thoughts Become Thing, from the Thought Exchange. And thank you again for all of you new subscribers. And I have reached now 500 plus. So this is so awesome. I feel open to receiving abundance of all kinds. Love abundance, romantic love abundance, financial abundance, health abundance, wealth abundance, and joy abundance. And I wish the same for you in all areas of your life. Creative abundance and body joy abundance and all good stuff. So thank you, and good night or good morning or good afternoon, depending on when and where you are watching this. Good night.